Good morning, guys. I just wanted to give y'all a real-time update of where we're at. I know it gets real like construed with the timeline on the videos because there's like some motorhome repairs going on, and then we switch to some trips, and then we'll switch to some off-roading. So I know it gets a little messed up on trying to keep up with how things are going, but so we'll start dating some of these so you can have an idea of where we're at in the timeline. So today is August the 20th, okay? So I wanted to talk about the motorhome, where we're at on that. You know, we had some solar projects going on, some battery stuff and all that. We'll talk about the Jeep, what's going on with it, and just kind of get y'all up to speed so we can catch up to these timelines that are all going on in these videos. So we'll just start out with the motorhome here. So let me switch the camera around here, and we'll get off into each individual subject just to get y'all up to where we're at right now. So got the camera switched around here so we can, I hate sitting there just looking at the camera trying to explain things when I can just show y'all. But so as you can see on the motorhome, no, there's still no awning. The tape is still on there. That's because, like I said, today is August the 20th. The motorhome goes in on Monday, August the 22nd. So 2 days from now, it's finally going to go in and get these repairs done. I know a lot of y'all have been watching along on the video that I did where we were at on the country coach repairs. So it's going in on Monday. I've already talked to the shops, Extreme, which is doing the paint and graphics work. And then it's going to go to Motorhomes of Texas to have the awning actually installed, the mechanicals behind it. When it was pouring down rain, we did get some damage on the inside where the water had gone through the holes that it left, and it kind of bubbled some wallpaper. So anyway, Motorhomes of Texas is going to fix that up for us as well. We have the Carefree of Colorado awnings on here, and honestly, I do not like the Carefree awnings. I have had nothing but trouble with them. The rollers are constantly get where they'll hang up, and when you go to put the slides in, the toppers won't roll up. So I'm constantly fighting with those. They've gotten so hard to use now that I can't pull them out, you know, to cover the windows anymore. So since the main awning was destroyed, it was a Carefree awning also, but we're not going to go back with that. So we're going to fill all these holes, get all this painted back up real nice, and we're going to go to a Gerard awning up here, hopefully. Talked to Motorhomes of Texas about that. And that's what they suggested. Hopefully we can get a Gerard up there and be done with the Carefree awnings. And after that, if it works out really good and successful, which we have the Gerard style over our entry door already, we may look at just getting rid of all of these and go to some much better toppers. It's not that the Carefrees don't work okay, but you know, when they're new, they're great. But you know, ours is a 2004. And everything just, I've taken them off and cleaned them and lubricated them. And I mean, they're just a pain in the butt. But that's where we're at on the motorhome. If you remember also a while back, we had done a video. It's been a long time. I know, again, our timeline is totally screwed whenever we put these videos out. So to get you up there, you know, we had bought the first phase of our solar panels from New Power. They're three 220 watt panels. We do have those mounted up here on the top. Finally, the panels are up there. That video will be coming out pretty soon on what we did to get those installed and how we laid them out. I'm working on the cabling right now. Of course, we're going to have to go down through the inside, and I've been trying to find a best route for that. A lot of people would go down through like your vent drains or like your refrigerator openings or something to get through to the inside, but with our coach being a rear engine pusher and all our batteries and stuff at the back, none of those were feasible. So I had to come up with an idea on how to get the cabling down through the roof, which is a nerve-wracking experience having to drill a hole in your roof. But anyway, we ordered some, you know, some cable entries. We have a lot of sealant and stuff that we're going to be using. So I'm not worried about the leak part of it. It's just a little bit of a nerve-wracking experience. But we have to be able to get down from the roof all the way through the back and then down into our battery compartment here. So we can get hooked up to our Renogy DC to DC. We're going to use that initial, remember, we're going to use that solar charge controller that's built in there just for our first phase of install, which is just the 3 panels and on our 2 lithium batteries. Oh, lithium batteries. We'll get to that in just a second. I had ordered or found a while back, I bought, it's all dusty and dirty now, but I had bought this box. It's like a polycarbonate plastic something or another. It's not metal, what I'm trying to say. So we're going to mount this on the roof right behind one of our AC units right here. The box itself is waterproof, weatherproof. It locks. If you open it up here, the latches. It's all O-ring sealed, so it's completely weatherproof. And also, when it closes, the lip closes over the side of the box. But we're going to use this for a power, like a distribution junction box for all the solar panels. Remember, we're going to have 9 total panels up there. So I have ordered some MC4 bulkhead connectors. So they are basically, I mean, just to explain it kind of simply, I mean, it's made to go through a bulkhead. So we'll have MC4 connectors out here, but then we'll have threaded inserts that go into here, and we can access that from the inside of the box, so that when we crimp our wire onto the MC4 through the bulkhead connector, we will have 2 distribution bars in here. We've ordered those. We'll have one for the positive, one for the negative. We can run our cable in from our MC4 bulkheads, and we can tie into our main bus bar, and then we'll have our main power wire go out down to the charge controller in the bay. The cool thing about doing it like this, and I'll try to put a picture up here of what I'm talking about, the connectors. So there's 9 total panels, so we're going to divide them out. We'll have 3 panels entering on each side of the box, okay? And by doing it like that, theoretically, no, not theoretically, for real, our solar panels will literally just plug into the box. So we won't have a bunch of branch connectors and all that kind of stuff like that up on the roof to tie all the multiple arrays in together. We can actually run each individual panel, plug it into the box. If something goes wrong with one of the panels, we can simply unplug that panel out of the array and it won't affect us. And we can just replace a single panel if we ever need to. But anyway, I found this box because it was really cool, because it was O-ring sealed and weather tight and everything like that. And it is plastic, so it's non-conductive. So once we mount our bars in here, they'll be insulated also. We can't conduct any kind of power out to short or anything like that. And then our main wire, which wherever I come out at, I don't know until I get everything in, but wherever our main power comes out like that, we'll just put a disconnect switch in here. So if we're up on the roof working on it or whatever, we can just shut it off. It'll kill all the solar going down to the bottom. And then also where the wire comes out and goes down to the bottom, we'll put a disconnect there also. So whether we're on the top, bottom, we can shut all the array off. So that's going to turn out pretty cool. Once we get the connectors in, we'll get this laid out and drilled, figure out how we're going to mount it up here on the roof, and we'll get moving on with more of the solar project. Like I say, the panels are up there. I haven't done the editing on the video to release it, to keep y'all at that point, so I wanted to be sure and include that. We are working on it. I mean, we have been so busy, work schedules, events that we've been going to, just trying to take a vacation to get away from it all, which is the videos that you guys are seeing right now. So we'll talk more about the solar. Let's talk about the batteries for just a second, because a while back I had mentioned that I was working on building 2 more batteries, but I kind of sloughed on that a little bit because we have 600 amp hours in here right now. It's working great. Josh, my rock solid Josh, we got to talking batteries the other night for their car hauler. They have an enclosed car hauler. We're going to be working on that. Hopefully there'll be some videos coming about that with everything we're going to be doing with that. They have some excellent, fantastic, fun ideas to do with the trailer. But we got to talking about batteries, doing an onboard battery system for them. And we got to talking about lithium batteries because of just how awesome they are. So we got to shopping around, and lo and behold, guys, if we didn't come across grade A, brand spanking new 320 amp hour cells. We bought 8 of them for $400. Yes, 8 320 amp hour cells for $400. So we're going to be building our other batteries. I'm so excited about that. I had wanted to put 2 more in here as it was, but you know, the cost has been up obviously with everything that's been going on. We just happened to come across these on sale, and I couldn't pass it up. There was no way to pass up 320 amp hour cells for that cheap. So for $400, we are going to build another 640 amp hours of batteries. So that's going to give us a total of 1240 amp hours of batteries. I will do the math and we'll convert that to watt hours. It is going to be ridiculous. I'm thinking, because my math sucks here, I think we're going to have somewhere upwards of 16,000 watt hours of batteries in the motorhome. That is insane. And they're small. I mean, like I say, my cases here are big. I could put 2 batteries in here. So we're going to put 4 batteries in there, and they are literally going to be almost no bigger than our 8D starting battery, but nearly 16,000 watt hours of batteries. That's crazy. I don't know. We may end up going ahead and looking at later down the road doing a full 50 amp pass-through inverter. We can run the ACs and everything. I mean, we're already going to have, 9 panels, 220 watts per panel. I mean, close to 1,800 watts of panels on the roof. And again, we'll never see that total, but I mean, with that and the total number of batteries that we have, I mean, that's a crazy amount of power going on. So that's kind of where we're at on the motorhome. Thanks, Josh. I mean, if we hadn't got to talking batteries the other night, bro, I mean, we would have never found that. And that's a crazy, ridiculous price. These 2 that I have in here was a little under 1,000 whenever I built those for both of them, which was still a super crazy price. But just to think that I'm going to build 2 more of those for $400, it's just insane. That's why I'm telling y'all, do not be scared to build your own lithium batteries. It's not hard. There is a bazillion videos out there that will teach you everything you need to know about building these batteries. Will Prowse runs an incredible online forum, a DIY forum, YouTube. He talks all about that stuff. It is not hard to build your batteries. Do your homework. These are grade A, brand spanking new cells, QR codes attached, all the data sheets with them. $400 for 8 cells. Super cheap. The Jeep, if you see our Facebook page, I haven't done any video about it. I really wasn't going to. There may be one out there somewhere, but if you'll know, if you saw on the Facebook page, we did recently wad a tire up off the rim. I do not run bead locks. That's totally my mistake. I mean, it's just something we've done. We are looking at getting into some bead locks now, because this is twice that it's happened to us. We got real lucky this time. I mean, we totally wadded the tire up off the wheel, but did minimal amounts of damage to the tire. There is a couple of spots in the bead where we kind of ripped some rubber out, but it's not that it won't seal up, but we got super lucky is all I can say. I mean, we tore the crap up out of the wheel. Now, it's all cosmetic damage. I mean, we didn't break the wheel or anything. I mean, it's all fine. I'm going to clean this wheel up. We'll be able to use it again. These are the Black Rhino Armory wheels. All of these little plastic inserts, you can actually buy what they call a hardware kit, and you can replace all these. They just unscrew out of the rim. But see, we broke off several of these in the rim. It's just plastic. We'll drill it and pull those out. We'll order a hardware kit for it. We'll replace all that. These are the gunmetal gray ones. You can actually buy the paint color that they use for these gunmetal wheels. Or we may just look at sending it out and have it repowder coated. Anyways, I'm going to take a buffing wheel. I'm going to buff off all the sharp edges. We got a lot of little hangers here of aluminum where it cuts you up if you're not real careful. So we're going to buff all that down, get all the sharp edges off of there. It didn't tear up the inside of the rim. It's just fine. The TPMS sensor is just fine. They're actually rebuildable, so we can replace just the valve stem on it. It did break the end off the valve stem here also. Didn't even hurt the TPMS. It was still reading pressure and everything. It just reading 0 because we literally dumped the tire off the wheel. These right here, they're not tore up. It just knocked the paint off of them. Again, we'll just paint it or have it all repowder coated. So that's where we're at on that. This box is going to turn out to be awesome. I mean, it's super exciting to be able to just plug our solar panels in and not have to worry about hardwiring anything. But that's where we're at right now. The motorhome is going to be saying goodbye for a while. So we're going to be on hold on getting the rest of the solar stuff hooked up. But in the meantime, I should have the MC4 connectors in for that box, so I can go ahead and start building the box before we get the motorhome back. And we can get all that mounted up there. So that's it, guys. I want to try to keep y'all informed because I know the videos kind of jump around, right? We'll show a motorhome repair and then all of a sudden we're off on a trip and everybody's like, where were we at on the solar? You know, the batteries. But anyway, man, again, Josh, dude, I'm so glad you brought it up. I mean, I am stoked about this. I know y'all, I mean, $400? Really? $400 for 640 amp hours. God, that's awesome. Anyway, that's it for now. I want to keep y'all posted. We do still have some more stuff coming along that has nothing to do with the motorhome, nothing to do with Jeeps at all. There was a little sneak peek back about a car that Allie bought. We got some plans for that coming up in the future. So stay tuned, guys. Bear with us. I know we jump around a lot, but that's just kind of the world of YouTube and work schedules and just every other thing hectic that goes on in our life. I will say this too, thank the Lord here in Texas. You'll notice we have water in the driveway. It is finally rained. Our dead yard is growing back. I have a pile of brush here that I've been trying to do away with, but we've been under a burn ban for the last 16 years, it seems like. We can get all that done, thank God. That has nothing to do with y'all. Sorry, off on a tangent. So excited about everything that's coming in the future, guys. Bear with us. If you haven't subscribed, it is entirely up to you, but we would appreciate it if you would, because each and every one of you out there that does that helps us try to figure out that crazy algorithm called YouTube, which is insane to try to figure out in itself. But just know that everybody out there has input into it, and you are definitely helping us out. We appreciate it. We will see y'all guys very soon. If you want to, again, entirely up to you, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you are subscribed, thank y'all. There are some things in the works coming for you guys because of your dedication and contribution to helping us. We're gonna try to get back to y'all here very soon. That's coming down the road. We are rapidly approaching 500 subscribers, which again is little compared to the big world of YouTube, but for us, that is a monumental occasion that we are super excited about. We're going to try to give back to y'all if we reach 500 subscribers in a very good way. That's it for now. See you guys very soon. We still have a long, long way to go. Bear with us. Over and out. See y'all later. My buddy. No good deed can ever be completed without a proper helper.